You absolute bastard.
Oh my god, he was ahead as well. Great call. Welcome back, guys, to the most degen home game poker vlog in the world. Now, in this session, as per, we're going to be playing some 10p, 20p blinds with a £30 starting buy-in. Although if your name is Cal, you will likely be buying in more than once, more than twice, and possibly even more than 3 times. Without further ado then, let's get into the action. I wish I could say this was the first big hand of the night. We've just picked up Ace Queen of Hearts in the big blind, and in a lot of ways, everything's looking rosy. But there's a problem. It's 11 PM, and this is the first hand I've caught on camera. Which is great news for Cal.
Why the fuck are you following me?
Because in the last 2 hours, he's managed to go all in 3 times and lose every single one.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Dang.
The camera might have been off, but we still keep receipts. So it's pretty fitting then that the first hand of the vlog once again features Cal. Straight from the toilet to the table, this man continues to give action and kicks us off with a min raise to 80p. Marcus flicks in the call before the action then folds around to me. And with such a strong hand, I think we have a pretty clear raise.
Is cash out being crash out going to move to short form content at all?
Obviously not. Not when our long form content is doing so well. After we bump it up to 350, Sam makes the fold before Cal then makes the call. But it's a little too rich for Marcus, and so we go heads up to a flop that comes 10-5-9, 2 clubs. And I think it's fair to say this really isn't the board we were hoping for. It hits neither our hand nor our range, and so with that in mind, we elect not to c-bet this time and check it over to Cal.
Super stuff, eh?
Initially, when I see him reaching for chips, I'm already halfway into throwing my hand away. But on a board as wet as this, with so many straight draws and flush draws available, Ace High is likely to be good quite a bit of the time. And even if he does have a pair, we have 2 overs that give us a fair bit of equity. It's also literally £2, so it's not that deep. And with that call, we get rewarded with an ace of spades on the turn. Hardly a hot take to say this is a good card for us. We've gone from ace high to top pair, and crucially, it doesn't complete any draws. The question we now have to ask ourselves is, do we check or do we bet? With Cal likely to have a lot of semi-bluffs in his range, which we'd like to keep in, we elect for option A. And he bites.
7.
As we hoped for, he fires out yet again, this time for just over half pot to leave himself about 20 quid behind. So with so many bad rivers out there, and with effective stacks so shallow, there only is one move left to do. All in.
You know, Jez, I've started to get this feeling that I'm totally fucked.
We wanted a call, but not that quickly, because it likely means we're cooked. And we are.
Set 5.
I'm dead either way. Cal shows pocket 5s to have us drawing stone dead, and for once, wins a pot on the vlog. I am never ever getting away from that on that board. So many draws.
Yeah, wealth distribution.
And barely 10 minutes later, Cal's hit a boat for the 2nd time this night.
You dirty bastard, you've done it again!
And to make things even better for him, Nat also has a boat. Except his one is worse.
Oh wow, okay.
Don't ask me how King 2 made it past pre-flop. The point is, he's here now. And after check raising all in to 16 from Nat's 5er, Cal's expecting to get paid.
He's getting a great price, but he's also never good. Nah, this is it. Are you a good enough player? Makes the fold.
Never folding that.
Fair play.
Wow. He's stupid.
Why the fuck are you following me?
Yeah, I've not played it well enough. Was that right or not?
Ooh, you're hard, showing off.
Doesn't make any sense. Really weird.
But can lightning strike twice for Nat? And can he be right yet again? After Nat opens up the action to 70p, we look down at ace 10 of hearts in middle position. A suited Broadway feels more than good enough to 3-bet in the home game, and so we bump it up to £2, which, if anything, could have been a little bigger. Over to Sam now, who, after assessing his options, does the usual, and Admiler follows suit. Cal and Marcus call in the blinds, before Nat, with the odds he's getting, is pretty much priced in.
You have to call. I don't mind you calling, mate.
You don't.
With We're playing poker, Admiler, and you're gonna deal us 3 cards we call the flop. 10-2-2 rainbow sees us flop top pair, top kicker with the backdoor flush draw just in case. Action checks over to me, and with a strong but definitely not bulletproof hand, we decide to bet for both value and protection. And we cock up the sizing by betting just 150 into 8 quid. Cal folds whilst Marcus calls, before Nat, who we pretty much had to encourage into the pot pre-flop, now check raises to 6 quid. With top pair, top kicker on a board as dry as this, we of course are going nowhere, so we make the call whilst Marcus makes the fold. Heads up to a turn we go then, and it comes the jack of clubs. Now, of course, it's never ideal to get downgraded to second pair. But at the same time, this really doesn't actually change that much. As played, Nat's not going to have much Jack X here. In fact, after check raising flop, the only realistic Jack X hand he can have here is going to be Jack 10. And we block that. So for that reason, I'm pretty confident I'm beating everything but trips. And after Nat downsizes to just 4 quid on the turn, I'm even more confident I'm good. Because if he really did have a 2 or Jack 10, there's no way he'd be betting this small. A sizing like this just reeks to me of a 10 that doesn't want to get raised. And so, because we beat every 10, we decide to go for quite an unorthodox play.
Wow. That's a lot of cheddar going in there.
Despite holding just second pair, we decide to shove for value for just over 32 quid. And thankfully, after fading the snap call, it becomes clear to us that our read was right.
Really weird. Really weird. It's not really a spot. I can show it, but like pocket 5 or something. It just doesn't make any sense. Because
as we'd hoped, Nat shows 9-10 off for a worse second pair. And after a couple minutes of umming and ahhing, he simply can't make sense of the line I've taken.
I'm gonna call.
Even the jacks.
Mint, max value, king. I knew I was good. Come on. Once or twice. I might have celebrated too soon, to be fair. I was pretty confident at the 10, honestly.
Despite the premature celebration, we do manage to hold on both runouts. So we scoop this 85 quid pot and Nat gets owned. We've just had the biggest hand of the night.
Shit. Right, everyone who's not in the hand actually be quiet, because I want to see this.
But first, let's rewind. True to form, Cal opens up the action with a premium 10-4 suited and bumps it up to 80p. Definitely a reasonable spot to 3-bet here for both Ben and Nat, but both decide to just make the call, and so it folds round to Admiler. With 8-3 off, there's really nothing else to do except fold. Yeah, this brother knows he's cooked. In fact, after a flop like this, we're not even going to bother showing his cards on the graphics because this guy has clearly lost the pot. As for the others though, there really is a piece for everyone. Cal flops a pair and a flush draw, Ben hits an open-ender, and Nat flops the straight flush draw. But there's something even more pressing to discuss.
Is Ace Ronaldo?
Absolutely not. Ace Ronaldo? Absolutely not.
Because despite all his achievements on the channel, this man still finds himself barred from the group chat.
What would he have to do to become an elder? And don't just say go on. He's got a grow. I reckon we can make him do like the most stupid shit.
Despite flopping just 8 high, Admiler's not one to give up easy, and so fires out a C-bet of 8 quid to continue telling whatever story it is he's trying to tell. But just like his deliveries on the football pitch, Admiler's bluff can't beat the first man, as Cal flicks in the chips and makes the call. And it very quickly goes from bad to worse for Admiler's bluff, as Ben also makes the call with his open-ender and backdoor nut flush draw. Nat takes a different approach.
Oh my god. Oh my. Hand of the night.
I flapped them that straight.
With just under 30 quid behind and so much perceived equity, Nat decides to jam his straight flush draw. There's so much dead money out there, and so he'd pretty much be pot committed to call off anyway, so he may as well get it in now. Finally, Admiler gives up the act and makes the fold before the action moves over to Cal. And he makes the quickest call of his life as he snaps it off with a 10 high flush draw and bottom pair. And it's the kind of action that puts Ben in a bit of a bind.
Whoa.
Shit.
The way the action's gone, Ben knows he can't have a whole lot of equity. But with so much dead money in the pot already, he knows he doesn't actually need that much to make a profitable call. Having already put 8 quid in the middle, Ben has to call off an additional 21 quid to win a pot that would total just over 110. Meaning he only actually needs about 20% equity for him to put the money in. But it's a lot harder to figure out whether he has that.
Aces probably shouldn't even fucking bet there.
Crazy price, man. Crazy good price.
But eventually, after a long tank, Ben reluctantly lets it go.
How many times?
Once or twice.
One time.
Should I show it now or is it?
Good luck.
Should I show now?
Oh, it's already gone.
A pair of fours.
Such good fun.
Oh my god!
My God.
Oh my god, the 4!
Somehow, despite the wet nature of the board, a pair of 4s is enough to take down this 90 quid pot. Whilst for Ben, who's stuck staring at that ace on the turn, is left to rue what could have been.
What did you have? You must have won that hand, no? Oh my god. Oh, that's a tough one.
This is so close. It's just.
Fuck, I'd be so interested to run that through, like, well, I don't know how to do it, but like, run it through like a solver. Yeah, I actually have no idea. I have no idea. Hang on. Is that the stack that's left? You still have that money there? Oh, mate. Are you buying in again or are you just playing like that?
Rage baited.
With Admiler down over 60 quid and still reeling from that failed bluff, it's fair to say his pre-flop discipline has gone out the window. After looking down at ace jack off, we bump it up to £1 and Sam makes the call.
That's impossible.
What's less surprising is this. Despite holding just queen 4 offsuit, Admiler's in there too, as is Cal, who with king 5 offsuit has picked up an absolute monster. But they're not going to see a flop quite that cheaply, as Marcus now puts down the hammer and raises it up to 650. Back over to us now, and whilst we are aware that Marcus could be playing any 2, we simply don't think that ace jack off is strong enough against such a large 3-bet.
Chuck it away.
Sam's also out of there, and it looks like Marcus's squeeze is going to take this one down pre. But that would be failing to respect Admiler and Cal. These boys don't go down easy. So they both make the call and go 3 ways to a flop that comes king 4-2 with 2 spades. And almost immediately, Marcus grabs the rest of his chips and moves all in for just over 18 quid. Out of position with just a pair of 4s and facing an all-in from the pre-flop aggressor, there's plenty of reasons for Admiler to let this one go. But you don't play queen 4 offsuit to then fold when you hit a pair. After Admiler makes the call, it now puts Cal in a bit of a weird spot. On the one hand, you could argue that there's not going to be many better flops for king 5 off, and so if he's going to play that hand pre, then he kind of has to call this bet too. But at the same time, Marcus's shove into 2 people, followed by Admiler's call out of position, feels a lot stronger than just top pair weak kicker. And so for that reason, Cal eventually makes the fold.
Alright, here we go. One time. He's going to show the 2 barrel. 7-4.
The man was disgusted. He couldn't believe people like Marcus existed.
You absolute bastard.
Oh my god, he was ahead as well. Great call.
Despite the insane hero call, Admiler does not get his dues, as he gets sent to the gulag by this channel's very own river monster.
And this one looks pretty big, with an impressive 10-inch sting.
Fucking hell. What are your post-flop plans when you have fucking queen 4 off?
There was no 3 cards that didn't shut in.
And barely 5 minutes later, Admiler once again is in a big hand,
How much?
as he 4-bets all in from the big blind for just under 25 quid.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
One time.
Usually, of course, we wouldn't be calling this wide, but the way Admiler's been playing and the tilt he must be feeling, pocket 7s feels more than good enough to get it in pre. And whilst we don't love the king in the window, the 7 rolls off to make us 99% sure we should be good.
Pair of 7s, bro.
To go in series. Oh wait, you've got set.
Yeah.
Wait, one on.
Ace king?
Rough day at the office for this man, as he gets stacked once again and is left to ponder the big questions.
Damn it, you could be chilling with your girl right now, bro.
Yeah, we'll buy for 60.
And the final big hand of the night sees Nat in familiar territory, as he 3-bet jams the flop for just over 55 quid to leave Marcus contemplating one hell of a laydown. But how did we get here? After Ben and Marcus both limped the straddle, Nat raised it up to £2.50. It's enough to push the rest of the boys out the hand, but not the limpers, and so they go 3 ways to a flop that comes 10-5-2 with 2 hearts. And it's a great flop for Marcus, who hits bottom set.
I love it. In fact, it makes me really horny.
But out of position multi-way, and with the pre-flop aggressor yet to act, Marcus decides to check it over. As for Ben, well, he's flopped top pair on what is a pretty wet board, and so it's fair to say that his hand needs a bit of protection. So he fires out for a pot-sized bet of 8 quid, and Nat, after a bit of thinking, makes the call. Back over to Marcus now, who pretty much has got exactly what he wanted. There's now more money in the pot, and he's got a strong hand. So inevitably, he goes for the check raise and bumps it up to 20 quid. With no straights possible and 2 pairs unlikely, it does feel a little tough to let go of top pair. But against this kind of action, Ben realises he's either outkicked, up against an overpair, or against a set. But any doubts Ben may have had that his fold was too tight are very quickly dispersed when Nat jams his 55 quid stack. With bottom set on a board like this, and only beaten by 5s and 10s, you might expect Marcus to snap it off. And yet, despite the small range of hands he loses to, he's really not convinced his 2s are good.
The sweat?
But the vlog doesn't get to see just yet.
You naughty, naughty. You teasing me, you naughty, naughty.
Ever shot here with like top part? Got 7 of it. I think you might have a set. I don't know how to fold. Cool.
But after being so close to finding the hero fold of the century, Marcus can't let it go, and gets shown the bad news as Nat tables pocket 5. Nope, he just has a flush draw, which means Marcus has wasted the entire table's time with a nit roll.
You're ahead, bro. Fucking hell. I would snap kill that shit.
But he's not in the mood to waste any more time with the runouts.
One's better for the content, but... Oh my god.
Respect from the degenerates for running it once.
You're good, bro, you're good.
And a clean turn and river sees Marcus take home this 3-figure pot, leaving Nat to firm this big L and a 4 AM tube ride home.
Jesus. I started those fireworks.